Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am so thrilled to have you here today. Look, if you're just starting out on your journey to learn English, well, you hit the jackpot. You're in exactly the right place. Today we're going to walk through a highly structured, super useful, and honestly, pretty fun guide to mastering your very first and probably most important English verbs. We're breaking the whole shebang down visually so you can soak it all up quickly and with total confidence. Let's do this!
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. Number 1, conoce a tus compañeros. 2, el verbo ser o estar. 3, el secreto para hablar. 4, práctica interactiva juntos. 5, tu turno de participar. And finally, number 6, sigue aprendiendo con nosotros.
Section 1, conoce a tus compañeros. Let's jump right into a real-world scenario.
So picture this. We're stepping right into the very first day of an English class. Standing up at the front is James. He's the teacher. He's meeting his brand new students, and they're doing exactly what you'd expect on day one, right? Figuring out who everyone is, where they're from, basically breaking the ice. Now, what's kind of hilarious about this specific class is an amusing little coincidence. James just realized he has 2 students with the exact same name, Maria. And, get this, they're both from Spain, but from completely different cities. Let's take a look at exactly what words they use to figure all this out.
Here's exactly how James kicks off the conversation. He says, "I'm James, and I'm your teacher." I mean, it's incredibly simple, right? But with just those few short words, James accomplishes 2 massive things. He introduces his identity, his name, and his profession. This tiny little phrase is literally the bedrock of introducing yourself in English, and it relies entirely on the target grammar we're looking at today.
And this brilliantly illustrates the other side of that conversation. Once the 2 Marias introduce themselves, James confirms their identities just to make sure he's got it right. He says, "So you're Maria from Bilbao, and you're Maria from Seville." Notice how smoothly he transitions from talking about himself, using I'm, to talking directly to them, using your. It's like a linguistic dance. In just one brief exchange, we've basically seen the core building blocks of basic English communication at work.
Section 2, el verbo ser o estar. Let's look at those core grammar rules.
Okay, let's actually map out exactly how to build these affirmative sentences. It's like a puzzle, but a really easy one. When the pronoun is I, meaning yourself, it always, and I mean absolutely always, pairs with the verb am. I am Maria. Now, when the pronoun is you, the person you're actually talking to, it always pairs with the verb are. You are a teacher. It's a strict pairing, guys. I goes with am, and you goes with are. Lock that into your memory right now.
So, the absolutely crucial point here is understanding what this verb actually means. In English, am and are simply forms of the verb to be. And you know what? For those of you who speak Spanish, this is actually fantastic news. Think about it. In Spanish, you have to choose between 2 totally different verbs depending on the context, right? You've got ser for identity and permanent traits, and estar for location or temporary states. But in English, we just use one, the verb to be. Conveniently covers both the concepts of ser and estar. I mean, come on, that's literally 2 for the price of 1.
Moving on to Section 3, el secreto para hablar. Let's uncover how to sound like a native.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the massive difference between what textbooks teach you and what real people actually say on the street. In formal writing, sure, we use I am and you are. You're definitely going to use those in formal emails or college essays. But look under natural speaking. We have contractions, I'm and you're. Native speakers almost always squish these words together in normal conversation. Instead of saying I am James, they say I'm James. Instead of you are a student, it becomes you're a student. Mastering these short, snappy contractions, that is absolutely your secret weapon to sounding fluent right from day one.
Section 4, práctica interactiva juntos. Time to test your knowledge. All right, let's make this interactive. Choose the correct word. I blank Olga. Your choices are am or are. I'll pause for just a second. Go ahead and lock in your guess in your head.
And the correct answer is I am Olga. Great job if you got that right. Remember our golden rule from earlier? The pronoun I strictly pairs with am. Whenever you're talking about yourself, am is your absolute go-to verb. No exceptions.
Okay, let's try another one. This time, we're testing that native speaker secret we just talked about. Write apostrophe M or apostrophe RE. Angie says, "Hello, I blank Angie." So what contraction completes her sentence naturally? Do you have your answer ready?
Boom! The answer is, hello, I'm Angie. Because the pronoun is I, we inherently use the am verb. But to make it really conversational and natural, we contract it down to just apostrophe M. I'm Angie. Beautifully done.
Let's do one final challenge, and this time we're working backward. Fill in the blank with either I or you. The sentence is, blank am a student. Look closely at the verb that's provided there. Which pronoun has to go with it?
Exactly. The correct answer is I am a student. Because the verb is am, the pronoun simply must be I. Actually, I love doing these exercises because they really validate your learning. Seriously, if you followed along and got those right, you should feel incredibly proud of your focus and progress today. You're nailing this.
Section 5. Tu turno de participar.
Let's apply what you've learned.
Okay, here is your personal blueprint. Step 1, state your name. I'm blank. Step 2, state your role. I'm a student, or I'm a teacher, or, whatever you might be. Step 3, state your location. I'm from blank, naming your country or your city. By simply mastering these 3 fill-in-the-blank steps using the contraction I'm, you literally instantly possess the ability to confidently introduce yourself to anyone, anywhere in the English-speaking world. How cool is that?
Section 6. Sigue aprendiendo con nosotros. Let's talk about your language journey.
Look at what we did today. In just a short time, you've completely mastered the foundational pairs I am and you are. You've learned the native-speaking secret of using contractions, and you've actively completed practical exercises to cement that knowledge into your brain. That is huge. But hey, this is just the beginning. I warmly invite you to hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss any of our upcoming explainers. I really want to continue guiding you on this English journey, breaking down complex grammar into clear, bite-sized pieces.
And I want to leave you with a thought to end our session today. Silently, right where you're sitting, right now, fill in those blanks about yourself. I'm blank. I'm a blank. I'm from blank. Think about exactly who you are and how you can express that in English right now. Because guess what? You have the tools. You are entirely capable. Empower yourself to speak up and use these phrases today. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will see you next time.